Good morning, students. Today's our topic is value analysis. So we start with the meaning and introduction of the value analysis. Value analysis is an effective tool for cost reduction, and the results accomplished are far greater. It improves the effectiveness of work. It is an organized approach to a problem. It is a value applied to the design stage itself, and it reduces the unnecessary cost, obvious and hidden, which can be eliminated without adversely affecting quality, efficiency, safety, and other customer features. So the meaning of value analysis is it is the one of the major technique to reduce the cost and to control the cost. It is a disciplined approach which ensures the necessary function for the minimum cost without diminishing the quality, quantity, performance, and appearance of the product. It is a creative approach to eliminate the unnecessary cost, which either to quality and or to the approach appearance to the product. In value analysis, it can be also be defined as a systematic analysis and evaluation of the technique and functions. It endeavors to achieve the maximum possible value for a given cost by a continuous process for planned action and aims at to reduce the cost. Value analysis also involve a creative approach for finding out the unnecessary cost and also improve its quality and efficiency. So now come to the definition of the value analysis, a process of systematic review that is applied to existing product design in order to compare the functions of the product required by a customer to meet their requirement at the lowest cost consistent with the specified performance and reliability needed. This is a systematic process and it is applied to the existing product. How to design and in order how to compare the functions of the product by required by the customer and to meet the requirement of the customer at the lower cost and consistency with the specified performance and reliability needed. Now come to the applications of the value analysis. The applications of value analysis: capital goods, plant, equipment, machinery, tools, etc. So first application is capital goods. In capital goods, so we are required plant, equipment, machinery, tools, and etc. Raw material and semi-processed material include in fuel, materials handling and transportation cost, purchased parts, components and sub-assemblies, etc. Maintenance, repair, and operational items, finishing items such as paints, oils, and varnishes, packing material and packaging, printing and stationery items, miscellaneous items of regular consumption, power, water supply, air, steam, and other utility services. So these are all the applications which are required to generate the product or to run the organization effectively and efficiently. So firstly, we need to capital, that is plant, equipment, machinery, and tools. After that, we have need raw material to complete the products. We have need material handling and also transportation cost are there. Purchase part, components, sub-assembles, etc. Maintenance and repair of the organization. Finishing items such as paints, oil, and varnishes, etc. Packing material and packaging also is there. Printing and stationery items is the foremost function of the organization. Miscellaneous items of the regular consumption, power, water supply, air, steam, and other utilities are required in the organization. When to use value analysis: to identify needed product improvement, to lower product cost, to prioritize product redesign activities, to determine the real value of each component. So firstly, we have to identify the product improvement, how we can improve our product quality and quantity also at the lower cost of the product, to reduces the cost of the product and to prioritize the product redesign activities. How we can redesign the product according to the customer need and requirement. To determine the real value of each component, we have to find out the real value of each component. Now, steps carrying value analysis. The first step is to establish the objective. Firstly, we have to establish the objective. After that, consider a team for marketing, sales, production, and purchasing, etc. Then we have to consider a team, make a group members of 6 to 12 members, and team for considering marketing, sales, production, and purchasing of the department. Analyzes the production process of the supplier company. After making the team members, then we have to analyze the production process. After that, decompose various characteristics of purchased product. Now we have to decompose the various characteristics of the purchased product. And the fifth step is hold a creative brainstorming session to explore all the alternative possibilities. So in fifth step, we have need to create an alternative also, sort the ideas to establish the cost of each. After that, we have to sort the ideas and to establish the cost of each of the product. Select the best alternative. Now we have to choose the best alternative. Alternative A is best or B is best for our organization. Now to develop a plan and implementing the change. After that, we have to develop a plan for implementing and to change the plan or to change the product. Now come to the objectives of value analysis. The first and foremost objective to provide better value to a product or services to the customer. So first and foremost objective of the organization is that we have to provide the better quality products to the customer and the better quality services to the customer also to improve the company's competitive position. After that, we have to improve the company's competitive position as we can compare our company's product with the another company's product. To ensure that every element of cost, now we have to ensure that every element of the cost, the labor cost, material cost, supplier and services, and to contribute equally to the functions of the product. Now we have to reduce and control the cost also and to contribute that cost equally to the functions of the product to eliminate the unnecessary cost of the organization. So these are the other objectives of the value analysis. First is saving the cost. We have to save, we have to reduce and control the cost. This is the first and foremost function of the organization. Quality promotion. Now we have to give the better quality products according to customer need and requirement, so we can meet the customer's requirement and needed as per the customer. After that, important substitution. So we have to plan another substitution, suppose alternative A and B. So after that, we have to choose from both of them. Alternative A is best or B is best for the organization. Maximizing the value of the product. After that, we have to maximize the value of the product. Eliminate of unnecessary processes. So eliminate the unnecessary cost, eliminate the unnecessary material, and eliminate the unnecessary other raw material and other things that we need and that we observe. This is the unnecessary items in the organization. Need product and new product and product design. After elimination, we have to produce the new product and product design. So in this case or in this objective, our objective is to produce a new product according to customer need and requirement and also according to the trend of the nation, and product design. So we have to design our product and to create innovative ideas in existing products, so the customer are most likely to the product as compared to the other company's product. And now is the last objective is the company image. The company image is the very important objective of the organization, because we have to create an image in the market. If the company's image is not created in the market, Then in customer mind, if the goodwill is not is there, the company's goodwill is not there, then nobody is going to purchase our product. So this is all about the objectives of value analysis. Now we have the procedure or 7 steps. Value analysis process is based on the application of a systematic work plan that may be divided into 7 steps as mentioned below. Selection and orientation. Firstly, we have to select and orientation the product. After that, the analysis of the product. Then the third step is to recording ideas. And after that, innovative and creativity. After the recording ideas, we have to create and implement that innovation or creative ideas in the product. After that, we have to evaluate the product and get recommendations to the customer. And after that, implementation and monitoring the product and getting feedback from the customer related to the product. So this is all about the procedure, how we plan and how we manage the product in the organization. So there are benefits to be achieved by the value analysis, and the benefits are there. Better purchasing technique. There are better purchasing technique. Better purchasing technique is also related to the, it is a very powerful tool for the cost reduction because it is the basic objective of the identification of unnecessary cost in the product or services and efficiently eliminating them without impairing the quality and efficiency. So reduction in cost, there will be available more profit to the firm. After that, better suppliers and manufacturers method. It is a scientific tool for increasing the productivity of a concern because it aims at exploring the various alternatives for efficient use of all types of resources in the employment and making available goods and services of the kind and quality most wanted by the customer at the lower and lowest cost. In this way, the manufacture of the most suitable production is facilitated because value analysis aims at giving the highest use value and esteem value to the customer. The third benefit is lower operating cost. In lower operating cost, it helps to keep management abreast and latest technology and other development because value analysis aims at maximizing new methods and techniques of doing things with a view to reducing the cost and increasing the value of the items. After that, standardized and revaluation. Standardize and revaluation, it promotes the innovation and creativity. It induces the creativity availability of the staff because it involves a creative approach for finding out unnecessary cost. Creativity develops new idea, which in turn make available at least expensive and alternative to do the same function. Now we have the another benefit, substitution and packaging. It can be applied at all the stage of the initial design stage at an item right up to final stage of its packaging and dispatch because it aims at identifying unnecessary costs at all the level with the view to eliminating them systematically. Better material handling. It is helpful any drive to import the substitution because it explores new method and technique of manufacturing indigenous goods which may serve the same purpose which imported goods serve. Thus, it is helpful in saving precious foreign exchange. Better inventory control. The value analysis help in the implementation of the marketing concept because it lays emphasis on the constant linking of the production function with the marketing function. Lower maintenance and overhead cost. It is another benefit as the lower maintenance and the overhead cost. Management effectiveness can be measured with the help of value analysis because any saving in cost is treated as the increased efficiency. So this is all about the benefits to be achieved by the value analysis. So now we have advantages of the value analysis. It leads to improvement in product design so that most appropriate products are produced. It leads to the improvement in product design. It also leads to the innovation and creativity in the product design so that the most appropriate products are to be produced by the organization. High quality value is maintained. The quality of the product and quantity also and the performance is also maintained by the department. All-round efficiency is achieved by eliminating waste of the various types. We can achieve the all-rounder efficiency by eliminating the wastage of the various types of the wastage in the organization. New ideas are generated and incorporated according to new ideas generated according to the trend and according to the and uh, customer requirement and liking of the customer. We have to create new ideas and also generate the products according to their requirement. Team spirit and morale are improved if we enhance and if we appreciate our team members and if we appreciate our employees, that increases his morale and team spirit and also improve the efficiency in the work. Value analysis improve profitability of the product. As we increase the employee morale and team spirit of the employees, so after this they have also improved the productivity and also create and also generate some new ideas for our organization, and this is the also this is the point how we can improve the product's profitability and efficiency. Value analysis provide a process to systematically improve the existing goods and services. It builds value into the product and services. Value analysis provided a process systematically improve to existing goods and services. How we can improve the systematically improvement in the existing goods and services to generate new ideas, to create and innovative ideas in the product. Also existing product, it builds value into a product or a services. So now come to the techniques of value analysis. The first technique is work and specifies. Work and specifies. It is very often people at the top in the organization are likely to say, this is only method to make this item. If we have tried another method but failed, the best way of tackling such as the situation is very specific and not make a vague statement. People at the top will be influenced by the specific proposal, and it is possible that the right manufacturing process may be developed after careful examination, and to avoid the generalities because they serve only to prevent changes and protect the status. So now come to the another technique of the value analysis. Obtain all available cost. Obtain all available cost. It is all about the information. All available cost should be obtained. It is possible that specified method may slightly increase cost in one department, but may lead to sustainable reduction in cost in other department, resulting in an overall reduction of cost. Value analysis is mainly concerned with comparing cost. So there are relevant costs for each function as may be required to analysis should be obtained, and if costs are not readily available, these should be developed and accurately as possible. The third technique is seek information. Seek information is the most authentic source of the organization. We have to seek information on any aspect of the cost, method of manufacture, finishing, and packaging, etc. should be obtained from the most reliable source. It should be obtained from the most reliable source to get the correct information, and the questionnaire should be developed. While collecting information, the particular question that the value analyst is to be asked. And question are there, is any better substitute available? It is possible to reduce the cost of the material, and all are the labor operation necessary. So these are the questions as we can put in the questionnaire and to seek information from the most authentic source of the organization and to the customer also. After that, we have a fourth technique of value analysis, that is evaluation. After identifying the functions of an items, the natural question to be asked are how do other concern perform the same function? What is their cost? And will the value of the function be reduced by eliminating unnecessary cost? This will lead to the number of alternatives which can be examined to see if any items are likely to result in a cheaper but reliable alternative. So we have to evaluate the or identifying the function at the every level of the organization. So fifth point of the technique of value analysis is the creativity. The value analysis involves a creativity approach for finding out the unnecessary cost. In human mind, it is capable of developing new ideas which lead to the cost reduction and performance improvement. The creativity also lead the cost reduction and improvement, the performance of the organization or the performance of the product. Creativity thinking can be helpful in cost reduction by simplifying the existing part or the item to do the same function. Now the another technique is new idea. In the new idea, we can say that we have to refine and we have to generate till only acceptable alternative remains, and we have to create the new ideas because technology is advancing so rapidly, that is the almost not possible for engineers and other working in an organization to keep abreast the latest development. So it pays to be done in touch with the specialist suitable for the specific development and specific problems and get his specialized knowledge. So without such expertise, knowledge and status quo will be continue and the opportunity of improving the value and reducing the cost or will be lost. Now we have to define and combine ideas. After new ideas, after generating new ideas and after creating or implementing the new ideas in the organization, we have to refine and combine ideas in one product and one till only acceptable alternative remain. Refine the idea till only the acceptable alternatives remain. And the last point of the techniques of value analysis is there. Identify the overcome all roadblocks. Identify and overcome all roadblocks are related to the roadblocks are the difficulties created by one's colleague and others who resist to change and feel secure in the existing ways. The resistance of change to new methods and technique is principally from ignorance, and it can be overcome with patience, tact, and carefully explaining the processed method or technique to be individual concerned who is opposed to the change. So this is all about the techniques of value analysis. Thank you. This is all about the value analysis.